So over the last 5 years, I've been building a couple businesses to a point where I've been able to quit my job years ago, and I now run this soon-to-be 7-figure company full-time. Ever since I made the decision to work for myself and leave my marketing manager career behind, my life has completely changed, both good and others more challenging, as I'll share in this day my life. And being an entrepreneur, as challenging as it is, has afforded me the extreme privilege of turning my passions into an incredibly rewarding, fulfilling career, and has opened many doors for myself and my loved ones we never thought would open in this lifetime. Hey friends, Andrew here, hope you're well. I finally now have a chance to share with you my updated day in my life. This is a highly requested video since my first one years ago, and my typical day has completely changed now since working long hours as a marketing manager and building that side business. So let's start at 7 a.m. after I get straight out of bed. Thanks HubSpot for sponsoring a segment of this video. My morning routine right now is simple and easygoing so I can start the day off right. I wash my face, I brush my teeth, then I do a quick skincare routine, which is just currently cleanser, toner, then day lotion. Taking just a few minutes for your skin every morning is just so important to keep your skin as healthy as it can be as we age. Then I fix up my bed hair, blow dry it, and throw in some wax. This is my partner's pink blow dryer, just in case you're wondering. Then onto a quick breakfast. I'm still brewing tea instead of coffee, and today I'm making a mug of hojicha tea, which is a roasted green tea. Then I'm making a quick bowl of oats with nuts and raisins. Sometimes I'll cook a proper breakfast, and other times I'll go out for breakfast. It really depends on what I have on for the day. I often try and take this time to have breakfast with my partner, who also has flexibility in her schedule, working for a tech startup and is also working for herself on the side. She's a talented cookie and I'm really proud of her, and we take this chance to just chat about all sorts of random things like what was the first ever state of the US? Let me know down below if you know. Right after, I'll spend about 20 to 30 minutes checking and replying to urgent emails. Since my clients are literally all across the globe, I'm working with time zones like California, New York, and Israel to Singapore and Hong Kong, but more about that when I actually get into the office. And then I'll fit in a push or pull session at the gym for about 45 minutes. I just feel a lot more fresh and happier fitting in exercise, but I don't always get the chance to, depending on how busy my schedule is. One of the things I love about being my own boss is setting my own hours, even though I often work 12 to 14-hour days. Had a good session at the gym. I'm now gonna go to the new office, which I'll show you guys in a moment. But yeah, going to the gym is really important, big part of the morning routine. I usually supplement the gym because it gets kind of boring sometimes with F45, kickboxing, bouldering, that sort of stuff. So that's now all wrapped up. I'm now gonna finally get into work. So let's head over to the office. So welcome to the new office and studio I've just moved into. At this point, it's usually 9 to 10 a.m. This is a property I've purchased a few years ago, but more recently, I've been working on transforming this space so I'm able to make use of it while the media company continues to grow. It's still a work in progress, so if you want to follow on in this setup makeover series, I'll leave a link to the videos below if you want to check it out. Anyway, I'm just setting up on my desk. It's not a work day without good music though, so first things first. Hey Sonos. Play lo-fi music. This is my current office corner and desk setup where I do most of my work, from really mundane stuff like emails and admin work to the more creative things like filming, photography, and marketing and design work. In case you're a new subscriber here or you're just curious about what I do, because that seems to be a pretty common question, I currently run a 4-person media company. Everyone's working remotely, but I'm trying to do a better team actually of bring people in-house. So I think I'm going to start beginning to hire people full-time to work with me, alongside me. I'm pretty bad at outsourcing things and creating a team, so I'm trying to improve on that front. If you're curious about joining the team, actually, I'll leave a link down below to our jobs page. But anyway, yeah, that's what I currently do. If you're a long-time subscriber though, you'll probably already know that this isn't the only thing that I do. I'm also partnered on an e-commerce business and also an education business, both of which have actually become a secondary focus simply because I'm having so much fun building up this media company, building up the YouTube channel, I'm having an absolute blast. Hopefully that answers what I do in a summarized, compact version. But if you have any questions about what I do day to day, just leave questions down below. I'll try to answer as many as possible. So that's what I currently do, and the truth is what I've built would not be possible without my experience as a digital marketing manager. It's where I learned a ton of skills to build, grow, and market a business. And during my time as a marketing manager, I used a pretty well-known tool called HubSpot. It's a marketing, sales, and customer service platform that helps companies grow. If you're in the marketing space, there's a good chance that you already know it too. So it's pretty relevant that HubSpot is sponsoring this segment of the video to help you guys start a business too, if that's something you want to do. HubSpot hosts a big library of free resources, which contains their business startup kit right here. This one includes 9 free templates to help you brainstorm a business name, develop your business plan, and even pitch your idea to investors. Go and check out the HubSpot library of resources. It's completely free, and I'll leave a direct link to it in the description box below for those interested. And thank you HubSpot for sponsoring this segment of the video. I then spend my first couple hours at my desk checking in on the team in Slack, putting out any flyers, and helping where I can and adding in my 2 cents. Then I'll usually go through my inbox. I seriously spend way too much time in my inbox, and it's usually to manage things like suppliers, travel plans, and a big one is brand sponsors. We're lucky enough to have more brand partners in our inbox than we can actually take on right now. It's part of the reason why we need to expand the team. So it takes a lot of my time fielding these emails, even with my team's help, and I actually say no to at least 90% of sponsorship requests, if not more. Then I'll move on to running the routine Shopify store and ad checks and help out with our students inside our mastery programs, which is our marketing and online business course. At this point, it's about 11 a.m. and before I take a break, I'll usually get started on the fun creative work, so the photography, the filming, and the tech reviews, which I absolutely love creating. I usually buy most of the tech I review out of my pocket, but we also get sent a load of cool gadgets from all sorts of brands too. And no single day is the same when it comes to filming. Sometimes I'm in this dedicated studio space, sometimes I'm out and about, sometimes I'm even overseas filming. And it's a lot more work than most people think, setting up all the camera gear, setting up the new tech, and getting literally hours of cinematic footage can be pretty physically tiring, but it's really rewarding, and as long as you guys enjoy the end product, that is all that matters. My workday is always so dynamic and different, and as someone who finds it really hard to stay put in an office cubicle, it suits my working style really well. Today isn't as busy on the filming front, so I'm going to head over to a local cafe. Before I drive over, this is the robot vacuum cleaner I turned on so I can come back to a clean office. Gadgets like these are such a lifesaver and save me a lot of time. It's really nice also to have the privilege of constantly changing up the space so work never gets dull. I usually go with my partner or a friend to catch up over lunch and then continue with other work over there like video scripting, managing incoming contracts, and a routine check on the team over Slack and similar things like that. Research shows most people can't sustain more than 4 hours of deep work per day, myself included, so I work in blocks and I try to break it up, otherwise it's just too much of a struggle. But yeah, this was a nice treat today. This local cafe does really good specialty drinks and coffee. We had a couple fresh sandwiches, sodas, and scones, and we definitely don't get to work from a cafe daily, and there are actually often times I work right through lunch depending on what I'm doing. By the time we get back home, it's about 5 p.m. today. It's been really hard to just switch off and stop working right in the evenings, especially when you run your own business. My partner is the same since she has a lot of incoming work and projects with her business too. So a forced function to wind down has been cooking healthy dinners together, and to save time, we've got into the habit of cooking HelloFresh dinners, and it's been really enjoyable. This isn't sponsored by them at all, by the way. We've just been really enjoying HelloFresh for months now. Tonight we're cooking sesame oven baked fries, Sichuan glazed pork meatballs, and a Japanese salad on the side, and it was freaking delicious. We also had a friend joining us for dinner, and we had a chat about our day, what we achieved at work, things we're grateful for, future travel plans, and other random stuff. And this might sound sappy, but although I've built a business and achieved a small amount of success so far, I'm most proud of my partner, and I value our love and family most. And no matter where I'm at in a few years' time, the intention is to remain grounded and prioritize family and friends no matter how much quote unquote success I manage to achieve. It is her turn to wash the dishes though, so I just play the piano for a bit, something I don't get the chance to do much of anymore, but it's still really enjoyable and peaceful. And let me know if you recognize this piano tune. Later in the evenings, I'll carve out a night shift block to do more work like editing a video, writing, or more analytical work on the e-commerce store. I try not to work late nights anymore, unlike my tough old days when I was working 7 AM to 1 AM constantly to make this business thing work out. It really wasn't healthy, but honestly, running a company isn't easy, and more often than not, I'm working extra hours at night. I still enjoy it though. I get the moody smart lights going, get settled into the zone, and burn the midnight oil, either back at my office or at my small home office. The difficult thing is being able to stop myself at a reasonable time to actually wind down, especially when my clients are literally all over the world, so I'm getting requests at all times of the day. When I am finally ready to call it a day, and I still have some time or I just feel like staying up later, I'll usually fit in a short gaming session on my new gaming PC setup I built earlier this year, or watch Netflix with my partner, or just read a book on my Kindle in bed. So not every day is the same, and in fact it's really quite different and dynamic. In today's video, I think it was just a glimpse into what a more structured day might look like. But like I said, my day looks really dynamic and it's very different. And that's, I guess, what makes what I do quite fun. In fact, I'm gonna be going overseas working remotely quite soon. So if you want to see a day in my life remote version, let me know in the comments. And if you made it to the very end of this video, drop the code word comment hustle and I'll give it a like. And for those of you who want to see what went into working a full-time job while building a company and how I got to the place I am at now, I'll leave a link here to the original day in my life video. You might find a few things in that video useful, especially if you're trying to achieve the same thing and build and chase your dreams. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's day in my life video, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.